Buddy.
The horse.
You know, it seems like when we sit down outside, the dogs think that we're their play toy. So now we have two of the three dogs out here, Jabbers and my little pony Buddy. Buddy is, you know, we keep saying everybody has had puppies before. We all say they're just puppies because they do things like they chew on things, and Buddy's big enough he chews on trees and hoses and mugs and barrels and
anything that costs money.
anything that costs money. And Lee has been like very disgusted with Buddy, and I keep saying he's just a puppy, he'll grow out of that. Well, he's big enough to be just my pony, so we just say he's just my pony. So anyhow, we're outside in the barn today because mostly because it's very windy outside today. It's been raining the last few days, so we haven't had much of a chance to do anything outside like we were going to. However, we did butcher our first round of chickens yesterday, and it was nice to get that in the freezer and get that part over with. Today, I'm in the barn. What are you doing today?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm cleaning up the chicken guts
Where at?
in the kitchen.
Quality. She lets me clean
Yeah,
chickens in the kitchen.
Not impressed.
Take that, Justin Rhodes.
Not impressed.
Yeah, she's not impressed, but I still got to sleep in my own bed last night. I'm outside trying to get this aviary started. This has been a long process, and today I am trying to level the floor out. It's a dirt floor, so trying to level that out, fill in the holes that are gaining water, and putting hay in so we can start this process of, there's the wind. We start this process of making soil in there, the deep bedding process, but we're using hay because it's more plentiful here, and I don't have any wood chips, and we need to use some kind of carbon. So that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully we can get it kind of caged in. I mean, not like framed in. We're going to take a 12 by 24 piece of our barn and make an inside rabbitry aviary kind of thing. The rabbits poop, and then the chickens come and spread the poop and kind of mix it all in and keep the smell down in the barn. So what else we got going on?
Oh, you're gonna rest in between.
Yeah, I've not been resting. You know, I've had a lot of questions. People send me little things like, hey, talk about your health. And I guess I really don't, because it's just kind of a matter of just trying to get through the day. And there's a reason why we retired early. I retired early. So not having, besides having this car accident, some issues from some combat related issues and what have you. So I'm dealing with that with Lee, and that's kind of a private thing. But the car accident thing has been pretty public because you can't help but see, are you stretching? Can't help but see the brace. And originally I had 7 fractures in my cervical, don't you knock that over, boy, the cervical spine and down into my thoracic spine. And the C1 joint was open quite a ways. It was fractured quite a ways, and they were been trying to get that to heal. So when they first put this brace on, when I was in the hospital, they said, oh, maybe 3 months. And then when I went to my first PT, physical therapy, they said, well, maybe 6 months, don't you knock that over. Maybe 6 months. And now the last time, before last I went, it was, Jabber, stop. It was maybe a year. So what is not happening was the C1 is not healing. So, you know, we all want things faster. So I asked the doc, hey, what's the alternative of this C collar? And he said that they could fuse the C1, 2, and 3 together, and like they do several fusings. The difficulty with that is I would never be able to turn my head again, left or right or up and down. And so that'd be kind of like wearing a brace the rest of my life, and I guess I didn't really want to do that either.
No, and you have to look down at your shoes.
Yeah, I haven't seen my feet for years. I know I'm not missing much, so we're going to go with this a little bit longer. Now, I just had a CT scan 2 or 3 weeks ago, and another x-ray, and that x-ray and CT scan showed great improvement on that C1, starting to close. And the first week in November, Javier, you're making me nervous. The first week in November, I need to go see the orthopedic surgeon in Duluth to see if how that is all going. If their feeling is that it's getting better, and that maybe the first week of November I can start taking the thoracic part off, which will be good, and then start working on weaning off the collar itself. So hopefully another 6, 8, maybe 9 months, and I'll just have the collar here shortly. I think they call it a TCO, this part here that goes down my chest, goes to my belly button, and then all the way down my back. That could come off, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that, just so that I can bend and turn and do some other things. So
You're supposed to be resting.
yeah, I'm supposed to be resting. You know how that works. We live on a farm. The guy, the doc did say, I'm not fooled. I know you live on a farm. The farm life has been very good for us, huh? It's been quiet out here other than the trains. We're going to try to get this done before the train comes by again. And it has been very quiet here. The stress load has decreased a whole lot. I've been able to work on my health, my physical and mental health out here a lot, which has been very good. I can't imagine living in a city anymore. That's been pretty tough. Getting away from the city has been nice. Now you go yell at the cars as you're driving. It's kind of funny to listen to you yell at the car.
If I have to wait for more than one car, I get very frustrated.
Yeah, we live in the only county in Minnesota with no stop and go lights, and that's a fact. The whole county, not one stop and go light. There's also humorous moments. The other day, Lee was arguing with somebody down in the kitchen. I was upstairs, and I came down. It was Alexa. She was arguing with Alexa. So I guess we have to do things to humor ourselves, right? There goes Buddy. Thank you, Buddy. Why don't you go play with Buddy? So chickens are all doing well. We've been getting our copper morans are inside the fence now with the rest of the chickens, except for we left them in their chicken tractor to keep them safe because our rooster will kill them for sure. Kevin and Sam are both mean because they're roosters. I mean, they're supposed to guard their flock, and that's something new. So we put them in a chicken tractor inside the fenced-in area. I wish I could show you. It's just so windy you wouldn't be able to hear anything inside, so that all the other chickens can get used to them being there. They can get used to being in there. They kind of get the idea. When we get done with the aviary inside the barn, I'm going to put them in first, I believe. Kind of let them scratch around, and then a day or two later, we'll put the rest of the chickens in. Winter's coming close soon.
Not until I have a roof on my resection, please.
Oh yeah, you can talk about that a little bit. What's going on there?
We're working, we have a contractor
Two
has come.
contractors.
Two contractors, actually, and they are wonderful.
Finally.
Yeah, they care about quality, and they have ethics. It's just been really a blessing. So we're getting our downstairs bedroom put on, and in the mudroom.
Nobody.
In the mudroom.
Go on now.
And the mudroom and the decking, so that we can have a proper entrance for the winter. And it has to be roofed in before it gets nasty. And it takes a little bit of time, so.
We already had day here in the 30s already. Overnight, it's been in the 30s. Boy, I'll tell you what. I can't wait till we get pigs. We've had a day that was been in the 30s here already once. We did turn the furnace on. We're sissies. I've also my thermostat since the accident has been really off. I've been able to really handle cold weather, and cold now has been really tough on me. So I turned the furnace on, and because Lee didn't want to, but I refused not to. I mean, I'm not going to get cold. So. We have to mow one more time yet. You'll get the chance to mow one more time.
Maybe.
Some of the other things we got to get done. We got to get that metal pile over to Dathan's, get that all out into the recycler. The builders claim they'll be done on the 14th with the siding and the interior of the bedroom and entryway.
Well,
so
we're hoping, barring any complications, that will be a wonderful blessing. And then,
fighting with the dogs.
sorry.
We're their play toys, or we're Buddy's play toy anyhow. So, well, I think that's pretty much about it. It's windy out today, and it's not cold. It's cool. It's probably in the 50s, upper 50s. It's seasonably cool. I mean, that's kind of the way the temperature is here. We really have to get the yards up. We got caught with our pants down figuratively last year. I had things laying around the yard, and when our friend came and plowed for us, I told him there's nothing in the way, well, except for the 4 or 5 hoses that were laying in the driveway. that I forgot about. So
You won't have that now. Buddy takes care of
yeah,
that. for you.
Buddy teased on the hose. We have several hoses with holes in them, and duct tape doesn't work, so he's gonna knock it over.
Yes. Sit.
So that's about all we got today. We're gonna head to Albert Lee at the end of the month to do a celebration with some
No,
friends of ours. End of October.
Yeah.
This is the end of September, end of October. To be with some friends of ours for a celebration of 30 years of their church. And so we're going to do that and visit one of the grandkids, well, two of the grandkids actually. One favorite one. Okay, we're going to go see the grandkids. The parents go with them. So other than that, we really have nothing else going on. Maybe later this week we can do a little walkthrough. The deck is getting done, which is very nice. And when we get the walls of the bedroom up, maybe we'll do another one real quick and show them that. So.
Yeah, and we're trying to get him to rest and do what he's supposed to do. So encourage him.
So for the most part, I'm staying healthy, or staying out of the hospital anyhow. I have ladders hanging up. I have ladders laying up against the wall here in the barn, and she's like, "Don't get in them." I said, "Go back in the house."
Yeah,
So-
I'm his conscience.
Yeah.
It's not working.
So before I forget, we want to try to grow this channel a little bit. We asked a couple videos ago what people thought, and I got several comments with people sending me private messages. Hey, keep it going. So we're going to do that, but in order to do that, we need you to do a few things. One is to follow our YouTube page, because I do take a lot of these videos and I send them out on my email list and send them out on Facebook and stuff like that. But go to YouTube, like that, follow us, like it, and share this video or any other videos if you think that it's something that you're worth seeing. This one's kind of a BS one. You know, we're just talking about stupid stuff like the dogs and climbing on ladders. So
No, climbing on ladders.
follow, like, and share. Very important to make this channel work better. Other than that, I am done. I have nothing more to say. You have nothing more to say?
No.
God bless you. Have a good week, couple
Happy
weeks,
Sunday.
whatever. Happy Sunday, day of rest, unless you're a farmer. God bless you all.